Hello, everyone who's not here. Looks like I'm in a cave. I'm just going to see if see if anyone turns up, and if not, I'm going to go to bed, as I should be in bed already. But ADHD, wired, and looking at my to-do list, um, things still to do, will forever need doing because I just never get round to doing them because I'm an ADHD and just keep procrastinating and putting things off. Autistic inertia, that would be my next video, I think. So yeah, this could be a very small-winded monologue to no one, in which case no one will know about it because it will be deleted, or someone will turn up and then we'll proceed and I will fall asleep on my laptop. Juju's here. Hello, how you doing, Juju? Um, it's 11:31 in the Netherlands, so surely it should be time for you to go to bed, same as it is for me. Hi, Lee. First person to comment on my most recent video. Forever a legend. Thank you so much. Um, yeah, so I can't sleep. I've not been sleeping very well, but that's not really the main reason why I'm doing this. It's just because I thought, why not? Lily's here. It's late. Am I okay? Yeah, I am okay. I was just waffling on about that. Lily, I forgot where you are actually. Yeah, it is late. But slept really badly, and yeah, I've got loads of things to do, and I just keep putting it off. And I thought, you know what? Something that will make me feel better about not doing things on my own list of things to do would be to do this. So I will feel less bad about not doing the things that I said that I should do if I did a live stream, because in my head that's a productive thing to do, although it's just an excuse to hang out with you guys. Isabella's here. Good to see you. It's late for you as well. You're an hour ahead of me. So this could be a very short live stream, which is fine because it's 10:30 in the UK. And I really shouldn't be doing this. I should be in bed. But sorry, my guitar's got a life of its own. Yeah, I really ought to be going to bed, but I just can't sleep. But here's the kicker. That's not the right use of that word. So, I'm working on it, although not in the best way. Jennifer's here. Hello. Good to see you. Charlie's here. Fantastic. Helen as well. So just making sure I acknowledge everyone. 11 people. Fantastic. We're good to go. It's going to be a short live stream because it's silly o'clock. Although, as I said to my wife, who said, "What are you doing? Why are you doing YouTube? It's bedtime." As I said to her, and this is a direct quote from myself, very egotistical, pretentious thing to do. I said, "Yes, but my adoring fans in America and Australia. But yeah, we've got the mainland Europe well represented, so that's great with me. I don't care where you're from. So if you're struggling to get to sleep like I am, then great. If it's 6:30 in the morning, great. If you're on a lunch break at work and you should be working, or not during your lunch break, but you should be working at work, fine. That's good. Russell's here. Russell, I know for a fact you're not very far from me. It's 10:34. But if this is an indulgence, it always is. And the pressure's on now because there's 12 people. I've got to be entertaining. I'll be entertaining by referring to this red pen lid. So as I started this stream, I dropped a pen, and then I can't see the pen. I can only see this end of the pen. And I've not looked at many things in my life with as much hatred as I've looked at this lid, because there's a lack of completion there. I can see the head of the pen, but I don't know where the rest of the pen is. But then the live stream started, and I was like, well, I can't be seen to be rummaging around for a pen. That's not entertaining. And I've done a live stream before when I was faffing around with the light, and I perhaps stupidly watched a bit of the live stream back, the beginning of the live stream, and it was just my back and a little bit of my arse, I think. And no one wants to see my arse on the internet. No one. So I just I put that lid down, and gave I swore at some leaflets or poetry pamphlets that came cascading out of the other bookshelf that makes me look clever, or I like to think it does, as I was trying to rummage around for a couple of folders to elevate this laptop. This is the amateurish content and context that you are here for. So, if my shambolic life makes you feel better, we're all good to go. So let me catch up. Yeah, I should go to sleep, but I'm not sleepy. Yeah, I don't know if is it. I've started running again. It's a weird thing running because it gives me more energy in the day, but makes it harder for me to sleep. I don't know. Unless I run really, really far and then I do get sleepy, but that tends to be like 13 miles. Right, if I do a 13 or 15 miler, which I used to do 3 or 4 months ago, then I'd feel sleepy, but I've been too stressed to run that far. So when I do run, I'm like, yay, I'm energized. I can't go to sleep. Let's do a live stream. And I had hoped to do a live stream last week, which is another justification for doing this because I didn't do a live stream last week, and I know all of you missed me. So I thought, you know what? Let's be spontaneous. Let's be non-autistic and not plan things out. See, I am tired. Um, and just do a spontaneous live stream, see how it goes. And here I am. Here you are. So Russell is here. Um, Isabel, I don't sleep now because this is my chill time. Oh, fair enough. I've timed it well. Yeah, it's good to see you too. It's good to see all of you. I'm exhausted, but I have too much in my head to be able to have good dreams. Yeah, let's talk about dreams because um, my dreams have been rubbish and, well, pretty much non-existent. I just can't even remember the last good dream I had. I just have daydreams. I just daydream about being retired and making YouTube videos all day and sitting at home in my pajamas and I was going to say drinking red wine, but that's not good. Um, what would I do? Just eat biscuits and get crumbs all over myself. That's not good, is it? It's not good to have that as an ambition in life. But I'm autistic, I'm honest. That's my ambition in life. I want to sit at home and get crumbs over my lap, you know, and drink red wine as well. Charlie, and you're night owls from the UK. Yeah, we are night owls from. I thought you were talking about actual owls there. Yeah, we are. But I keep saying this will be a quick one. This a quick live stream. It will be. My record is 4.25 hours. Don't worry, that won't happen now. That won't happen. Isabel, there was one time when I had a live stream at nearly 1 in the night, and when it was ended, it was about 3. If I can, so stupid, but that's the point of live streams. Stupid, but fun. So yeah, all good. Helen, I don't do early sleep, even if there's something in the morning. Yeah, me too. I'm going on holiday in 4 weeks' time. We need to leave the house at 4 in the morning to get the taxi. But yeah, and so really, by rights, I should go to bed at 8 p.m. to get 8 hours sleep, but it never works that way. I'll probably do a live stream. My wife will be saying, "What are you doing? We've got a taxi in 2 hours. It's 2 in the morning." I'll be like, "I'm too wired. I can't relax." And then I'll spend a day in Portugal, like completely sleepy, and my wife will be like, "You're wasting a day. You're wasting the first day of the holiday being sleepy. Why did you shouldn't have done that live stream?" I'll be like, "Yeah, but it's my community. They need me." I'll just sort of doze by the pool with a pina colada that doesn't get drunk for 8 hours. 100%. Tell me about your holidays. Tell me about your week. Tell me about what's on your mind. I'm really dreadful. Because I'm very conscious. I'm more conscious of this now, obviously, because I know I'm autistic. I'm very conscious that I dive into my own interests and my own monologue. Now, yes, this is a live stream, so you'd expect me to dive into a monologue because that is the point of a live stream. Well, not the point, but because, if it was just a monologue, I'd just record myself talking and you guys wouldn't be in the chat. But you know what I'm saying? Um, I have to remind myself to ask people questions. It's not all about me. So, how are you? Are you going on holiday? Have you had a good week? Have you got any interesting facts, preferably related to geography, music, and sport? No pressure. Um, Carry on, because this is a two-way street. Otherwise, it doesn't work. No pressure. Um, Sorry, I'm already behind in the chat. Wow, this is the second red pen incident to take with me. Oh, Lee, tell me more about the red pen incident. That's a film that needs to be written. The red pen incident. 7:34. It was 7. I'm 8 minutes behind already. 7:34 in Australia, and I'm enjoying the heating and soon a cup on what was a relatively cold and wet winter morning. Cool. I'll tell you something about Australia. My best friend from school, Tim, he's lived in Australia for 20 years, and he's coming back to the UK on Sunday forever. Yeah, he's coming home. He's coming home. So, yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. And I think a lot of the big reason why I've not been to Australia since he's been there the last 20 years, well, maybe I'm just making excuses for myself, but I have not been to Australia since 2005, even though my best friend has been living there, because I've been terrified by the prospect of flying for 24 hours or whatever it is. I'm terrified of flying 2.5 hours to Portugal. So I'm really, for many reasons, that's the least of them. But for many reasons, I'm so pleased that my mate's coming over from Australia. Apparently he's gonna stay in the UK. So yeah, but he has got so many good things to say about Australia. I'm really jealous. So I would love to go there one day, but I've had I've had a good reason to go there for the last 20 years, and I've not bothered. So I'm having it both ways here, aren't I? Well, I'm not having it both ways. I'm staying in the UK. I could have gone that way, gone to the US, Australia even. Gigi, if you didn't expect us, we should go. So that was 10 minutes ago. Indeed. We got 22 people here. Christ, I've got to be more entertained than this. Wow. Charlie, I don't know why I'm sad for the lost pen. Must feel so lonely. That is Charlie, that's absolutely justified why I'm doing the live stream. It's comments like that that make me switch on the laptop and hook up with you guys because that makes me chuckle. And I like the empathy as well. Get an OnlyFans instead if you're going to show your bum, Isabella. Thank you for the professional advice. Yeah, I'm not going to show my ass for coins. I'm not going to do that. Sorry to disappoint. You have to make do with my floppy graying fringe instead. What gymnastic colleague you have, Lee? I don't know what that means, Gigi. Sorry, because I'm 10 minutes behind. You and Autistic AF should partner up and live together. No pressure though. Charlie, that's a very interesting comment, suggestion. Um, I feel like I know Mike, but I feel like I know you guys because it's an autistic community. I feel like I've known Mike as long as I've known my mate Tim. I've never met Mike, and if I'm going to be perfectly blunt, I don't think he'd want to do a live stream with me because he's just too big in the autism YouTube world. But if he asked me to do it, I'd be like, yes, because well, main reason is because I'd just like to have the conversation with him. But let's be honest, as well as what I've just said, I would love to get more people interested in my YouTube channel, of course. But yeah, he's yeah, he's just that if you're a football fan, you might not be niche audience. Um, I'm like the Ryman's Division One in England, which is probably a 90s reference. That shows you how old I am. I know. Sponsored by WH Smith Division One. And Mike is up competing for Champions League. So yeah, we'll see. If he invites me, I'll do it, but I doubt it. Um, one of the things I like about exercise is comfortable sleep afterwards. Indeed. I only get that after a long run. God, I'm way behind. I'll catch up. Biscuits, that's what my coffee needs. Yes. That reminds me of a Beastie Boys lyric. I like my sugar with coffee and cream. One of my favourite lyrics of all time. Let me put it in the chat. I like cap lock. I like my sugar with coffee and cream, which I think is from the song Intergalactic by Beastie Boys. Um, Shona, hello! Yay! I couldn't medit. I'd be dead. It's saving. I keep myself stuck in the twilight state. I've tried meditating. I remember my There's a fly. There's a moth, but I don't believe in death, so I will let it survive. God, how arrogant! A moth doesn't require my permission to exist in this world, does it? Um, yeah, I remember my mate Paul. See, I've got mates. I'm autistic. I'm a loner. I do live streams to pretend that I'm popular. I don't have friends. Although I do have friends. I know people in the real world, actual living people. And one of these people, Paul, he's really big into meditation. And before I realized that I'm autistic, I did try this meditation thing, and hopeless because just kept thinking about the color of the wallpaper, the the hair in my nostril that keeps tickling my upper lip, how ugly I am. Oh, that's an interesting book on the bookshelf. Oh, my arse is uncomfortable. Anything, any excuse not to live in the moment. See, talking of which, there's a moth that I'm not going to use my diary to whap you, but you are annoying me. You know, let's assume the moth is autistic. There we are, autistic moth. What a name for a band. Um, I hardly ever find wine nice enough that I want to drink. Well, you just have to watch me drink it instead, Lee. Sorry. I will suffer because I've got a team meeting tomorrow. But this is my meeting. This is this is what I live for. So and say if I couldn't meditate, I'd be dead. Oh dear. I'm jealous of anyone that meditates that can zone out, not think about all the many things in the world and in your head. I just admire you for that. Lee, or tell someone your dream, you remember them, then I think, yeah, getting dreams. Talk about dreams. This takes a while to get started, but even rising the vague impression at first helps. Good. Sorry, that's very glib. Sorry about that. Jennifer, does anyone ever have movie dreams where stuff happens that you're watching but completely not a part of? Yes. I'm talking of dreams, not memorable dreams. I've got this uh, irritating habit recently of not sleeping and then Um, it's like 4 in the morning, and I do that sort of old man thing of having to go to the toilet. Is that an old man thing? I don't know, but I've noticed it recently, like, "Oh, gotta go for a piss." Oh, what time is it? Oh, 3:30 in the morning or 4 in the morning. Um, go to bed having had about 1 hour's sleep since I tried to start going to sleep at 10 o'clock, 10:30. And then when I'm meant to be awake, like 6:15 AM, I'm like, body says, "Right, go to sleep now. It's time to go to sleep." Like, I don't know, like, I don't know, Running Man, Arnold Schwarzenegger, late 80s film, shows you how old I am by referring to that film. I have this massively vivid dream, and then I wake up, it's like 6:37 AM. I'm like, "You crammed all of this sleep and activity into 37 minutes. I hate you, head." So, yeah, that's really been bugging me the last few days. Why can't it stagger the dreams and there'll be a leisurely dream, like walking through a French countryside, like pondering life, like spread over 8 hours, like, night, darling, night. Ooh, sepia universe. Ooh, look at those hills over there. Ooh, oh no, regrets from my teen years. Oh, banish those. Done. Oh, let's just walk. Oh, look, Jean-Paul Sartre. Oh, Quentin Tarantino. I don't know why I said that. Da, 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 da. Not this like manic sprint, and then I have to get up to be a dad to my kids and help supply them with breakfast and get them dressed in the morning. They don't need me to dress them. That was an exaggeration. What? Why can't I have more than 37 minutes sleep? So here I am doing this live stream with you guys. Anyway, let me catch up in the chat, which I'm way behind on already. 22 people still. I'm doing well there, if I do say so myself. I will make a point of trying to catch up at every single comment, or just about. Russell, how do you experience any dreams that dream more and remember forget long sleep? Does anyone ever have lucid dreams? I know this is like a really popular pub conversation to have. Like, would you rather? Um, but have you had a dream when you were fully conscious in your dream? I get one lucid dream a year, thereabouts, or one every 18 months. And they're brilliant because if you don't know what a lucid dream is, or even if you do know what a lucid dream is, I'm going to waffle on about lucid dreams anyway. And in my lucid dreams, I basically just want to fly. Like, I'm a sparrow. Look at me. I'm looking down on humanity. That makes a change because most of humanity looks down at me because I'm autistic. Ha ha. That's a dad joke. I'm a sparrow making a dad joke. And I'm fully conscious that I'm a sparrow making a dad joke because it's a lucid dream. Ah. So that's yeah, that's a treat for me. Lucid dreaming sparrow making dad jokes. Name of an album. And my daughter's just been doing music revision, and she's revised. Believe this will make you feel old if you're of a certain age. She's revising for her GCSE music. GCSE, GCSE. If you're not in the UK, General Certificate of Secondary Education (GCSE). She's revising the track "Africa" by the American band Toto. And does that not make you feel old? And I've forgotten the original point that I was going to make in relation to that track because I'm old. Anyway, I've mentioned that track. It's worth revisiting, isn't it? God, I'm getting senile. Hey Scott, how are you doing? Matthew's here. Matthew Bucktrout. I always hate getting up for going on holiday. Yes, it's never at a convenient time. But then I find that most things in life never happen at a convenient time for me because I want to be in control of my own destiny because I'm autistic. I like to be able to anticipate every single thing in my life. And surprises really stress me out, whether it be someone dropping a cup or a pen or the lid of a red biro or someone turning up unannounced, father-in-law, member of the Green Party. That pisses me off. Like, I'm I'm a member of the Green Party. People turning up to my front door like, "Hey Neil, how you doing? I just got these leaflets to deliver to you, or a poster." Or it's like, I'm autistic. I have revealed this 3 years ago. Do some basic research into autism. You know? And then this is the kicker. I've misused that word again. I am the biggest hypocrite in the universe because most Saturdays I knock on people's doors and I'm unannounced. I'm an unannounced visitor. So this is the hypocrisy. But that's all for a good cause because I'm trying to change people's lives by doing litter picks and removing dog shit from their doorstep. I don't know. Although having said that, they're probably more keen to get rid of me from their doorstep. So anyway, let's catch up on the chat. Um, Night owls from the UK. So it's 26 minutes. I think I'm getting warmed up, which is worrying for you guys. So I might be here for the next 6 hours, but you can go whenever you please. So 26 people, crikey, presses on. Don't chase the numbers. Okay, biscuits, death, dreams. Oh, that was the point I was going to make about Toto. The American band Toto. So my daughter's revising this song, Africa by Toto, and then while she was revising, I was did my autistic thing of going onto Wikipedia and going, I want to know everything as as much as possible about Toto the band. Went on Wikipedia and I found out that the name of their fourth album is Toto 4. I'm like, you can pick anything like, I don't know, diary and guitar, glass and bottle, light and bike, mad pasty-faced Englishman. Anything as an album title. I don't understand why bands, solo artists do eponymous albums or just like Led Zeppelin 3. I'm like, what? You've come up with all these. I made the same point to my daughter about an hour ago. You've come up with all these wonderful songs with brilliant titles, and yet when it comes to the album title, you just go, "Oh no, fuck knows." Led Zeppelin 3. Oh, I'll do. Well, just pick anything. Bookshelf cheese. Bookshelf cheese. That's the name of the album. Takes literally 0.72 of a second. If you've got any strong views on what I've just been going on about, then let me know. If you think that Led Zeppelin are fully justified or were fully justified in naming their album so lazily, I want to hear your justification because it ticks me off. It's one of the things that keeps you awake at night. One of the reasons why I get 37 minutes sleep if I'm lucky. Jennifer Green, that does sound interesting. I'm sure it was about 20 minutes ago. Um, yeah, Matthew hate getting up on holiday. Yeah, I think I've acknowledged that point. I feel your pain. Scott, I think I've said hello to you. Oh, there's a blue arrow there. I've got to click on the blue arrow and then realise that I've missed about 4 years of conversation. In fact, making comments of my own it works as a so I'm bigging myself up here. It works as a bit of a bookmark, which is quite helpful. I think you've been quite quiet, which is not surprising, particularly from the UK and mainland Europe, because it's bedtime. But you might need to step up your comment activity. Um, Hang on, let me catch up. Talk amongst yourselves. I've already missed the sensational Sienna Price. Gotta go. Dinner's ready on. She's been and gone. That's how much I've been waffling. Mel's here. Mel HD. Hello. Hope you're okay. If you're still here. Maybe it's hard to get up early to work because of PDA. I really hate feeling forced to anything. Yeah, Isabel, that's a really good point. I think you know, I'm still figuring out a lot to do with autism and PDA, pathological demand avoidance, and autistic inertia. In my head, these two concepts are massively overlapping. Um, one example I'm minded to talk about in my next video is about my son Rowan doing his guitar practice. It's more and more of a battle, but I don't want to pester him too much. But not least because he's autistic, undiagnosed autistic, and I am autistic diagnosed, and I I realise that when he's doing something that he loves doing, which is generally on a screen, like I am now, like father, like son, um, I realise that it's difficult to wrench him away from an activity that he finds so much comfort in. So I do get it, autistic inertia, pathological demand avoidance, because we're autistic and we like to be at peace. I just noticed Mark's here. Mark, I didn't let you know about this, give you advance notice of this because it was really truly spontaneous. Um, Honestly, it was like, oh, I'm going to switch the computer on and do a live stream. Found magnesium helps with sleep, but your dreams become very vivid. Cool. Drugs are bad, my gang. South Park reference for you if you're old. I don't get medication, clear your mind of all thought, but thinking about trying to. Russell, my mind is blown by that thought, as it often is with you, so well done. Lee, I've had a lucid dream that I peed myself. I woke up and peed myself. That's not a lucid dream, Lee. That's just reality, isn't it? I know. Only partially aware. This is weird, but I don't control the dream. Okay, fair enough. Sorry if I've missed comments, by the way. Oh, Helen, you've actually met autistic AF Mike. I'm sure he is lovely. Sorry, indulgent gulp then. Show notes. So I want to make friends at 65. Most of mine are from my recent diagnosis. Well, that is not good at all. I don't know if that's a generational thing, Shona, but you want to hear me play guitar when it goes more over the place with the comments. See, one thing that autistic AF Mike does so well is just carries on. He doesn't get hung up on particular comments, and that's not to dismiss anyone that's here. That's just because he realizes that to continue the flow of the live stream, you just have to be brutal and just plow on with your monologue and chance upon whichever comment you happen to see. I don't like doing that, and I've got the luxury of going backwards and forwards on the chat because my channel is so small. I see regular people, and this is not a moan. This is a thank you so much. I've got the luxury of going backwards and forwards on the chat, and it's irritating for you. I know that, but if it means that I can respond to a comment I should have responded 3 months ago, then I will do that. So case in point, Charlie, I worry about two. It's more. I'm not interested. I wish it was more like I share a fact. They share a fact. They share a fact. Us. They share. They. There we are. I went for a run. God, it's a long time ago now. It's 11 o'clock. Crikey. 6 hours ago, I went for a run, and then I bumped into a guy. Oh, I just realised I got his name wrong. I called him Graham. It's called Howard. This is such an autistic thing to do, I think. Why is it just that I remember this guy 6 hours later? I'm like, I just remember his name is Howard. This is going to do me in. This is going to mean that I have, instead of 37 minutes sleep, I'm going to have 36 minutes sleep. I went, hey, Graham. And he looked at me like, Or maybe he's just looking at me like because he knows I'm autistic, and he does know for a fact I'm autistic because I've declared it on Facebook. What was I going to say? I've forgotten now. God, ADHD is a bugger, isn't it? Um, I can't remember. What was I going to say? This is why I shouldn't do live streams so late. But that, yeah. But I'm glad I read that comment. I'll be like, oh no, Howard, I called you Graham. I didn't mean to do that. Anyway, I'll get back to that. Um, See, Mike, autistic AF wouldn't have these brain farts, would he? No, he wouldn't. It's all very polished, and I've got a theme. I'm going to do a live stream. It's going to be fairly fluid, but there's going to be a theme to it. I mean, what was he doing? Delivering pizza this evening? I don't know. There was a theme to it, whereas I just rock up, start a sentence, forget the end of the sentence that I want to reach, and then hope you guys don't notice, and then realize the next morning that there's a recording of the live stream archived, you know. So yeah, Shona, I want to make new friends. 6 foot, most of mine have invalidated my recent diagnosis. If you were happy to share in this live stream or another time, I would be very interested to know how they've invalidated your diagnosis. I can speculate, but I would much rather know, the truth of it if you want to share. Um, because it annoys me and I want to fix it. But I'm autistic. I'm a problem solver. Guitar, guitar, guitar. Come on, give us a wee tune. I only know one song in my whole life that I can remember the lyrics for. I'm not going to sing it now. Sorry to disappoint. My daughter's upstairs having done revision of Africa by Toto, and it's 7 minutes past 11 in the UK. So I'm not going to play guitar. But the only song I remember is um, "Everybody's Talking" by Harry Nilsson. I don't know why. Why can't I remember a Radiohead song? He says, having said he won't get the guitar out. It's out of tune. I was going to strum the chords to High and Dry by Radiohead because they're easy. Well, I don't play Radiohead, do I? Because, so I'm told, Tom York has just given this ridiculously belated, um, equivocal, um, text about Israel Palestine. So yeah, apparently I'm meant to bin my Radiohead CDs. So yeah, I'm not going to do High and Dry. Um, yeah, Gigi, that's sad, but please keep being yourself. Yeah, this is the pub at midnight. This is where you get to be yourself if you feel like being yourself. Um, this is me being me, but with 5% of silly jokes and trying to stay awake. So yeah, but you guys, you can just be you. I mean, obviously there's a bit of a pressure on me to keep it light, fast, entertaining. Because if this was just me, someone asked me, I think not the last live stream I did. Someone said, "Is this just you? Is this what you're like?" I'm like, Do you want to see the real me? Okay, let's do it then. Let's fulfill the dare that I've just set myself. Okay, if I didn't have to go to work and dare I say didn't have family responsibilities, this would be me. That was fun, wasn't it? That would be me. In fact, I'd be in bed doing what I just did. Fun times. But here I am doing live streams. So I have to talk and try to form coherent sentences and remember the conclusion to the thoughts that I dreamt up in the first place and then fail miserably. Um, so yeah, I'm way behind on the chat as usual. Um, Let me catch up. Evelyn Abston, that's not a name I've seen before. You probably disappeared because I'm so slow. Sometimes the dream goes nowhere, and I wonder how long I have to endure this before I can leave. Sounds like life. Sometimes life goes nowhere, and I wonder how long I have to endure this before I can leave. Thank you, Evelyn. That sums it up for me. I'm like, can I go now? My wife gets annoyed when I say, "Oh, I'm really looking forward to eternal rest," and she's like, "Don't say that. That's morbid. That's weird." Like, yeah, but if I was dead, I wouldn't have to put up with all the wars. Not that I'm living in a war zone by fluke of where I was born. Politics has taken me 41 minutes to get there. Yeah, it's quite tiring being autistic, isn't it? You know, being constantly misunderstood and misrepresented and excluded. It's like if you're dead, you don't have to put up with that. It's very practical outlook on death, but I'm autistic. I'm pretty practical. So that's black. That's morbid. That's black and white thinking. Well, can you get more black and white than life and death? I don't know. Let me know your thoughts. Budge the laptop off the piles of unread and unpublished poems. Oh, the rejection. The laptop is literally sitting on a seat of rejection. Unpublished poems and Green Party archives. Very professional setup. Um, so yeah, I'm glad that you're talking amongst yourselves. Um, the empty mind approach to meditation. God, I'm way behind. 60s, 70s, Buddhism, and Kayleen. Hello, Kayleen. Kayleen, I've got a really bad feeling that I've not replied to an email you sent me ages ago. That'll go on the list. Things to do. Darn it. Sorry, Kayleen, if that is the case. Just added it to my list. Russell, it wasn't GCSEs when I did them, it's GCSE O levels and CSEs. Yeah. So I started secondary school in 1993. I think they became GCSEs 2, 3 years before I started school. I don't know. Is it Thatcher? Was it Major? I don't know. Surprises stink, they do. Um, Helen, all the best to your. Thank you. We've got a real battle in the Lawrenson household because, yeah, well, it would be, isn't it? It's for any child slash soon to be adult definition of a teenager. Yeah, it's tricky. I think my daughter's undiagnosed ADHD, like I was for most of my life up until now, and I really find it hard with social media and Twitter and genocide and football and Facebook. And I mean, I found it hard enough to study for exams when I was at school. Did A levels, my degree in the late 90s, early 2000s. 25 years later, and if you're an ADHDer, so hard, and I'm just like, that's that conflict between like, come on, you've got to do this, and I know your struggles. It's like, how do you play it while also being a middle-aged, late diagnosed autistic person going through post-diagnosis grief and trying to assimilate all that recently acquired knowledge about being autistic yourself and trying to be a good dad at the same time. Not that I'm after sympathy, but this is a random live stream, and I can just blurt out whatever thought comes to mind and wait for the wall of silence or random emoji. I'm just it's not for any approval or any judgment or anything really. It's just it's just conversation in the pub, isn't it? This is the virtual pub. So so yeah, thank you, Helen. Jennifer, you only old if your daughter chose that song because she wanted to revise an ancient days of your